What's up, everybody? This is the official first episode of the Way Late Bloomers podcast. First of all, I just want to thank everybody who listened to the incredibly long pilot episode that we did. I had a lot of people reach out to me. Really appreciate the feedback. Please, with every episode we do and everything that we do on YouTube as well, please reach out. Leave a comment, subscribe, anything, because it really does help us. Whatever platform you guys are listening on, Apple or Spotify, Anchor, anything like that, please make sure you guys leave a review and a rating, because it really helps us out to get on maybe more of the recommended so other people can find us. Same for if you guys have anybody you guys want to share our podcast with and our videos. We really do appreciate it. Real quick, just want to remind everybody now that we have a Facebook and an Instagram, so please come on over and give us a follow and a like. We post a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff there, and you guys can stay up to date on what we're doing. We have a link tree now posted about everywhere, so that way you can find all our links, including the social media and where all the podcasts are. So that way there's not 55,000 links you guys have to follow. Something we wanted to throw out that we talked about is if any of you guys have any suggestions or topics that you guys would like us to discuss or talk about or anything like that, please let us know, because we would love to do that. You can drop them in the comments, find us on Facebook, leave something on the page, anywhere. But we would love for that to be a part of the show. Anything that you guys want us to talk about, please let us know. So in this first episode, we finally have Spencer joining us. So in this one, we kind of get to know Spencer a little bit, ask him a few questions. We dive into a little bit of some Spider-Man debate, our favorite TV shows. We also talk about the new Mortal Kombat movie here and there, and we talk about some video games that we're looking forward to that's coming out. So if any of that tickles your fancy, please stick around. Again, just want to thank everybody who's listening so far. We actually have way more viewers than I thought we would, so really do appreciate that. So just remember, wherever you're listening, to give us a like or a review or a rating, anything like that. It really does help us out. So guys, I hope that you officially enjoy the very first episode of the Way Late Bloomers podcast.
What's up, guys?
This is now the official first episode of the Way Late Bloomers podcast.
That's right,
That's it.
Episode number 1. We finally have our, not third guest, but our third compadre.
Yeah.
The three amigos.
So why don't you...
Queeragos.
How's it going, guys? My name's Spencer. I don't really know what else to say. I've known these guys for a while, a couple years.
Yeah.
How long's it been?
I'd say it's been roughly 6-7 years.
I think you've known Joey longer, because I've met you through...
It's been at least 7.
Yeah.
Maybe 8.
Yeah, because we working at Food Lion, and
so long ago. It's insane.
Yeah. It's been about 7 years, and then I don't remember whenever I introduced you to.
I think you came to my house, or brought you to the other house I was in.
I can't even remember the first time I met you. Like, I don't even remember.
The only thing
Maybe you came into Food Line one day, and just y'all were shooting shit, and I come up and was like, "Hey guys."
It's possible. I'm trying to remember what.
I don't know if he ever came to the old place or not.
He came. I remember he come because that's when we started playing the WWE game and all that stuff, and made all those characters.
Was it UFC?
UFC. UFC.
That was so fun, dude.
I
listened last week, and when y'all were talking about when y'all were working there, I remembered when we used to leave and just go there to your house and just make some stupid characters and fight each other for hours. It was fun.
It was always the UFC. Then we did the because you're the one who showed me the little artist in the class, those videos or whatever.
Oh, man,
That was a little artist in the class.
That shit was so funny at the time, and then I watched it again a while ago, and it wasn't as funny.
I think it depends on what audience you're with. I think that's the big thing.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're like with a group of friends, it's always going to be funnier, I feel like.
Yeah, true.
So tell us a little about yourself.
What do you do?
I mean, you don't have to.
What do you do? Who you're into? All that good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I've never done anything like this before. I'm in between jobs right now. You know, I work in the medical field too. Hopefully something will, show up soon. But
I will. It will.
Yeah. I'm a nerd like these guys. Marvel and all that stuff. I've always been into that. I haven't done it in a while, but I used to draw a lot.
You do it again.
Yeah, I've kind of gotten out of it as well.
I was listening last week. You guys were like talking about how, you get older and you just kind of, things get pushed to the back and
fizzle out.
Unfortunately, it shouldn't be that way. Life's too short. You need to do what you enjoy doing. I mean,
yeah. It really inspired me to get up and do something. I was just saying I got a call from my grandma, but it's not important. I just canceled it. Answer the phone. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just kind of taking things one day at a time right now. I guess
that's the only way to do it.
Yeah,
that's how I do it. One day at a time, because
all you can do.
Well, I actually
try to plan it out.
I take care of my little brother too. He lives with me right now. He's got a lot of emotional issues and stuff, so that's been something taking up a lot of my time.
Yeah, so
haven't been able to go to the gym like I used to, but things will work out. Things will change.
Yeah, definitely.
So I was gonna ask, what have you been up to since the last episode?
Since the last episode, I shot that short film.
Oh yeah, how'd that go?
It went pretty well. I was completely wrong though. I thought it was like a post-apocalyptic thing, and then when I actually read the whole script, I was like, oh no, it's just a war in some other country.
Thing where you're like going to be the villain.
Yeah, I'm kind of like it's hard to explain. Like, I never really have a description of a villain or anything. It's just like a mysterious wanderer that just kind of feels creepy like a villain.
Okay.
But yeah, they should be getting done with that. I don't know.
Did you have to do any accents?
No, I didn't.
I like when you do the accents. It's good stuff.
I didn't do any accents.
That's got to be a fun part of acting, getting to.
Well, yeah, you get to be you're not yourself anymore.
Oh yeah, doing character roles.
Not only that, but like how you sound and stuff, and getting to hear it back and
like channel who you think the character should be and all that stuff, like making it your own and all that stuff.
You came to a lot of the shows I did at Piedmont, and all the Piedmont shows, all I did was play like character roles where I had to use like weird voices and stuff like that.
What was the one play I always remember, the something with the cheerleaders and aliens.
Oh, cheerleaders versus aliens. Yeah, I was like the head alien bad guy, and I had this weird little walk.
That sounds like a good plot.
But then there was that one where I played all the roles in the Cinderella.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot all about that.
And I did the stepmother like an old lady that's been smoking. She's like, oh God, what did I say? You're not good enough for balls.
Nice.
Balls.
But I've done that. I've been working on getting the videos done, and
they are coming
for the streaming. Yeah, they'll be up soon.
I was gonna say, listening to you guys last week, it really inspired me to get up and do something. And I turned my Xbox on, and that was it.
Well, you took one step off the couch and turned the Xbox on. Yeah. And the TV. So that's.
I don't even turn on the Xbox anymore.
Mine's a brick. I need to.
I have Skyrim for the Xbox. I went ahead and bought Skyrim again for the PC. Yeah. Even though I already have it for the Xbox. I was just...
Well, so I sent you a party invite this week, but...
It was probably just playing shows. I haven't played anything on it.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Well, was I playing something?
You was on something. I think it was Skyrim. I didn't have anything important to tell you. I just wanted to say hey.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just wasn't paying any attention.
It's all right. I'm used to it.
There's something I was going to ask you. So are you done with the... Oh, thank you. Are you done with the short film now?
Yeah, completely? My part's done. I don't know if they might have to do some more shots this weekend. But I don't know.
Got any more acting gigs coming up anytime soon, or...
Not that I know of.
Any that you can add a +2?
I can't act, man. I got that.
Anybody can act.
Not well.
Everybody's got to start somewhere.
Yeah. Don't learn.
The only thing that I thought about the other night while I was at work was if I was to ever do any acting, the only acting I think I could ever pull off is somebody that's so over the top that it's ridiculous. That's all I think I could do.
I think you could do voice acting.
Yeah.
Like, said his name twice. He commented on Facebook. I don't know if you saw it or not.
Yeah, I did.
About the cartoon that we talked about doing a long time ago.
So where the fuck is the cartoon?
The Food Line cartoon. If we had the time and the will
love to.
And someone to animate, dude, I would love to do that because we could just do voice acting on it. It'd be so easy.
That would be fun because like there's a lot of voices I would like to experiment with just to see what came out of, you know.
I'll show you what comes out.
Yeah, that sounds like something that would be
plus
awesome.
your cartoon drawings for all of the thing you did for the cartoon was fucking spot on.
Yeah.
They looked so good. They were so spot on.
Yeah.
But
I haven't looked at those. I'll have to find those again.
I think I got some of the pictures still that you've sent me.
Yeah, sent you on the phone.
Teehee.
So Spencer, what's your we kind of dove into a lot of stuff with me and Joey last week. So what is your what's your goals in life? What do you see yourself in a few years? And what do you see yourself doing?
Hey, that's mine.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, that's why I'm on this channel though, because I'm a way late bloomer. I don't really have any big plans yet, I would say, but
yeah,
we're always a couple steps behind everyone else, but
yeah, that's why I was gonna.
It's whatever.
Since this is the official first episode, I was going to let you explain what where the name came from.
Oh,
because I know last week we touched on it, but we never got back to the. But since we got Spencer and it's the official.
Right.
There's
first
late
thing,
bloomers and then there's way late bloomers.
Right. So like a normal late bloomer, you know, just takes them a little bit longer to go through all the physical changes of life. But then we are way late bloomers. We're all pushing 30, but we look like we're in our 18, 19-year-old.
It's like if a flower was planted before Christ.
What?
And fast forward to 2021, and you don't even see the flower yet. It's still the same.
Still a bulb, hasn't bloomed.
It's just gotten a little bit higher toward the sky. I don't know. It's just the way that's my input on it.
Well, it's
Take
like
it or leave it.
I know that when we had the idea to do this,
we went through a bunch of names.
I remember we sat in Joey's living room and just rattled off these names for like an hour and a half or something.
We didn't even
that.
watch the movie that was on.
No. We were it's not the greatest movie.
We had a scary movie on, but we literally just sat there rattling off names, seeing who could crack the other ones up.
I think I have some of them saved.
But we rattled off names, and there was at least 2 or 3 of them that we were all like, yeah, we really like that. And then maybe 2 or 3 weeks went by, and then came over to Joey's again. Then he already had this name set up, and I was like, it's too perfect.
I just felt like it fit.
Yeah,
it was too perfect to mess with.
Oh, here we go.
Let's see if I can remember.
We had Crooked Neck Mulligans, which was like a combination of all of our gamer tags.
Yeah.
Which I thought was kind of cool. And then the Karenstein Bears.
That's right. Yeah.
Triple Threat Featurette.
That was a good one.
I actually did like that one. Yeah.
So there was a bunch of them that we were like they really fit.
Triple Threat Nipple Sweat. Bro Spurt. Below Average Gaming. Dead Ass Tired.
That was a good,
Click Commanders.
Click Commander.
There was Click Commanders in there, even though
Shout
that
out
is
to
not.
Jay and Silent Bob.
But yeah, the Way Late Bloomers, it just fit. I don't know, it captured all of us, I feel like.
Is that one that you just, because like I said, you already had it set up when me and Spencer came over the next time. So is that something just clicked one night and you were like,
yeah, I was ready to just kind of like start rolling with stuff, get stuff going.
At the time of COVID too, so
yeah. So we didn't really get your input on anything.
But I like it, and I feel like
I hope so because we're already like 3 videos deep.
You knew I liked it, right? So. Yeah. Now who did the artwork?
Which one?
For the little background.
That'd be Michael did that.
That was good.
Oh, thank you. I try.
You should see the thumbnails he made for our videos.
They're not great.
They are great. They're awesome.
I don't think you give
people are gonna get to see that soon.
Yeah, I'll show you. Like I said, I put the one up on the Emily game.
Oh, you did put it on there? Sweet.
See, I didn't get to be on that yet either. I'm looking forward to that too.
We've got the one that you're in, Summer 58.
I wanted to start that one over with him.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd like to start it over now that we can.
Because like you're overdue for one. Because like the last time we hung out, he finished one and I finished one. So it's we
and that one, if I remember correctly, we had some issues with recording and it cut some of it out.
In and out.
And my back was hurting.
So we'll start. We can start.
And we're gonna try using a different camera. Try to use a real camera and hooked it up to the computer instead of using a webcam, so we have good quality.
Nice, yeah.
Well, that way it helps.
So we can capture the reactions.
It helps with like you were talking about last night with thumbnails and stuff like that. So that'll help.
Oh, and I did find my green screen.
You got toilet paper nearby?
Do I have toilet paper nearby?
Or are we going to have toilet paper nearby?
Okay,
just in case.
Just wipe your butthole.
You never know, man. I mean, some of that stuff scares me.
Bodily fluid,
little turtle head
everywhere, coming from every direction.
Hey, man, it slips out sometimes.
Use your hand and lick it off.
I don't want to get that on your keyboard.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. Bring your own keyboard. But get the mic fixed up so it sounds really good. It's not so far away. Yeah. Well, the next after the ones that I got ready to go, the next ones we record are gonna be much better. I feel like. So we've got Dark Fracture coming up, but it is unfortunately we lost a good bit of the video.
How long did that one end up being with the stuff
with what we had left? It's maybe 30 minutes.
Damn, that's still pretty good. That's longer than I thought. I thought maybe 10.
I didn't have to cut a whole lot out of that one just because we'd already done so much, and we're on that last bit of the prologue.
That's right.
So I think too we should add Visage to the list.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty crazy game.
There's a couple.
I saw that one pop up. Yeah, that's right.
And
that's
the House of Ashes Dark Pictures is coming out next month or so.
I still gotta play. Cool.
That'd be one we're all on together, though, so I don't know how that would work.
I still gotta play Little Hope. I have it. I haven't even took it out of the wrap yet. It's still in the shrink wrap.
But I know that I think I picked up 2 more since the last time. At least since Mike's been there.
Awesome, cool.
They were cheap, like $2-3, but they all look great.
Yeah.
I really want to get that Chernobylite.
That's right. Yeah.
That'd be fun. But that's gonna be a long one that we can come back to.
Yeah, that'll be always one we can rotate.
It's not gonna be one. Yeah, it's not gonna be one of those short ones. But I posted on Facebook. If anyone that is listening has any recommendations.
Oh, I didn't see that.
For games or topics or whatever. Yeah, just let us know in whatever fashion you like.
Yeah,
remember that game, Human Fall Flat?
Oh God, we could do some funny games on there every now and then.
It's like I think because we're not really established as a horror gaming channel or anything like that. It's just what we've been.
That's just where we started.
That's like 7 all games all the time.
That's what we get. Or I guess probably not much entertainment. Like is for viewers, trying to make it fun for the viewers because I guess the verge of us having a heart attack is good for. Viewers, whatever brings the viewers.
I'm just trying to kill myself with this.
Yeah, and now Joey, he has some good faces.
Yeah, there was a lot when I was trying to take some snippets.
Some good reactions.
That one.
There's one where I was like,
remember we went and seen The Nun? And,
yeah. Good old Nun.
It was like a broken neck sound. He went, oh shit! It was in the theater too. It was classic.
Oh God, I can't do them.
Well, that's why I mentioned it to you guys. If you guys are down with it, hopefully, since today is now officially the first day of October, I want to do an episode that's just a Halloween special where we talk about everything spooky and Halloween stuff you guys have done. So
basically our lives.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. We could do that.
That would be maybe I'd put that one up on like closer to Halloween.
As far as horror movies go, I haven't really watched any here lately.
I got to watch Shang-Chi.
Did you?
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
Because we talked about it last time.
Yeah, now that you.
So far, for the longest time, this is one of the best Marvel movies.
Do you have a butt?
Everybody's got a butt, Mike.
Well, we discussed it last. I don't know if you guys.
I always have a butt with Marvel movies.
Oh yeah, we talked about that near the end of the first episode.
Yeah.
So you'll get to.
He's a little bit more of a critic.
You'll get to that, but
when we start with the good stuff, I really liked the new style, like the writing style of this one. It wasn't your typical origin story.
I think it's interesting how they're going, like, because it wasn't like a definite end to the last one, the end game.
Right.
But it was like, where to go from here?
Well, that was like what we talked about last week. It was kind of like, that was the Infinity Saga is what our stuff is. That's what we grew up with essentially.
The only show I've seen on Disney Plus is WandaVision so far.
Yeah, I haven't even watched that.
You gotta watch Loki and Falcon.
I'm wanting to watch Falcon and Winter Soldier next because both of them I like both of them.
Well, plus Loki kind of leads, the last episode of Loki, without spoiling anything, leads into something major that's going to happen.
I think I know what you're talking about.
MCU or whatever.
Yeah, I gotta catch up on all that.
But I'm
as
curious.
Far as Shang-Chi goes, like it, I don't know. There was a couple spots that I feel like they could have done differently, made it a little better. But I'm not going to give any specifics because anyone that hasn't seen it, I don't want to ruin it for them. But like you said, that last act was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Like you said, the I know how you said before. There's a lot of times where the movies doesn't feel like they earned their hero moment. Where I felt that one was very on for that one.
You know, on all the other ones, it's just like, bam, here it is.
Did you like the bus?
I did. That was a good fight sequence. Choreography on that was awesome.
Did your dad like it?
Yeah, he did.
Sweet. Okay. All right, on.
Did y'all watch it in the theater or?
Yeah, me and Dad went and watched it in the theater.
I went and saw it in IMAX for the second time, and I've come to the conclusion that I think Shang-Chi might be my next favorite after Cap in the MCU now. Just because I'm really curious how his character is going to fit in with everybody, with the bigger aspect of everything in the long run. But
so Venom 2 dropped today.
Yeah, I saw it last night.
You already saw it?
You man. See, this is my issue with this guy right here. Instantly when a movie's out. Seen it!
We can't even go watch a movie together. Why are you making that face? Not good? Oh, no.
You didn't like it? Oh, no.
Me and Dad are going to go see it probably...
It's not...
This week.
It's just different or something?
It's not Venom. That's not Venom. I love Tom Hardy. Love Tom Hardy.
Oh, you're talking about the way he made him kind of like brutish and dumb?
It goes... Okay, imagine everything it did in the first one.
Like the comedic aspect.
You've seen the first one.
Yeah.
So imagine everything it did in the first one. And
just goes against
amplifies it. I mean, it knows what it is. That's cool. It's very self-aware of what it is, but I didn't laugh. Normally, even with Marvel, I'll laugh through. I didn't laugh through the whole thing.
Now, how was his?
I loved him. He was great as it. But yet again, the movie's real short. It's only literally an hour and a half. So it's like tries to rush everything. Like here's a little bit of Cletus Cassidy's backstory. Here's his girlfriend's backstory.
Gotcha.
Now then it has to do Venom and Eddie have this conflict and all that stuff.
Right? So it could have been better as like a two-parter or something like that.
Well, it's like at least 2.5 hours or something like that.
If you can get like an uncut version or something, it might be better.
Well, it's just there. Plus, there's parts that contradicted the first one that I was like, It's not really a spoiler, but I won't say it just to be.
Yeah, you can tell me later, just because you know that I don't give a shit about spoilers.
But the end credit scene is cool because it does set up bigger stuff.
Spider-Man.
So actually,
I can't confirm or deny.
I was gonna say I was actually gonna lead into Spider-Man because I'm interested to see what they do with
the next one.
Yeah, and this isn't really a spoiler, I think, because
I think we talked a little bit about it last time. I think
it's pretty much leaked everywhere, but like they're bringing Doc Ock back.
It's in the trailer. I mean, he's
and
which I am so excited.
And I don't know if anybody's seen, but I've seen a Goblin bomb.
Yep.
Too. So that's making me think. Well,
I don't know. I don't know if I asked you this last time, but I'll ask both of you. What's your ranking, Spider-Man's?
You mean
as
like
for
the three generations,
sort of, or each?
No. Just who is the better Spider-Man?
Oh, okay.
Out of the three that we've had, or you can actually incorporate that Asian one from their little Japanese or Chinese one. You remember that one?
Do I?
It wasn't. It's not even supposed to be. Canon.
I don't think so.
That's a tough one for me.
Yeah, don't watch it.
No, not that. Ranking those three because I think they all three bring something different.
Let me make it easier for you. You can rank them as best Spider-Man.
Spider-Man!
Best Spider-Man and best Peter Parker. Because it mixes up for me. I'll give you mine if you want.
Go ahead.
So, best Spider-Man, I think it goes Andrew, Toby, and then Tom. But Peter Parker is Toby, Tom, and then Andrew, because Andrew was just way too cool to be Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Well, there's a video. There's a channel I watch on YouTube, and he showed his girlfriend for the first time all the Tobey Maguires, and then he just showed his friend the Amazing Spider-Man.
Right.
And even his friend immediately, who knows nothing about movies, said the same thing. He was like, compared to the Raimi trilogy, he was like, isn't he way too confident for Peter Parker?
Right, but as Spider-Man, he pulls off the look, pulls off the quips. He just looks the part of Spider-Man. He's just too cool.
Andrew.
Yeah. Well, your complaint about Tom Holland is the same complaint that everyone else has.
I mean, that's.
I mean, so you're not alone. Like the whole.
I don't like how
he's not in his own movie. He's not the star of his own movie.
I don't like how he's extremely young.
I actually like that about him.
Well, I know he's supposed to be in high school in the comics.
Right.
Like, Spider-Man is probably the one.
I think he more.
I was just gonna say the one comic character that I know a lot of comic-wise.
I think he's closer to the comic version or like the animated.
I mean,
version.
I think it just depends on which series you're reading.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's fair.
But like I said, they all bring something different. I feel like Andrew got shafted a little bit because they never finished the Sinister Six arc, which I thought was something really cool. I think
that's what they're trying to set up now with this. Because it's like if you pay attention to the trailer, it's real quick. You'll see a glimpse of Sandman, a glimpse of Electro. Because
Jamie doing a Sandman TV show.
They are
on Netflix.
Because I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if they said it was from a comic.
Yeah.
Oh, it's DC. Sorry, that's right.
They did. I'm
pretty sure it's
the DC.
Said
it was from some kind of comic or something.
I don't know. I don't know why I immediately jumped to that. It's not even the same Sandman.
But Jamie Foxx is apparently confirmed to come back as Electro.
Jamie Foxx.
So they're and then from what I've known, I think Jake Gyllenhaal is coming back as Mysterio.
That's pretty cool.
So that is really the Sinister Six. Which
I was just telling y'all, I was playing that board game the other day, and it was pretty fun. You get to choose.
Sinister Six.
Yeah, everybody gets to choose like a character, and you team up to pull off these heists and stuff. And then you can screw one of your teammates over or whatever because everybody's a villain.
I'll screw you.
Later.
Okay.
But
what is does seeing them in the trailer, like, does that bring back your giddiness for like excitement level? For me it does, because the Raimi trilogy is my favorite. I even love Spider-Man 3.
I literally just watched all of them like after we talked about it. I watched them this past week.
Did you watch you watch them on Vudu?
Yeah.
Did you watch the 2 different cuts of Spider-Man 2? Like there's if you go on the thing I bought,
go to the extras,
the collection. It's got Spider-Man 2.1 and Spider-Man 3 Editor's Cut. The 2.1 adds in different stuff that wasn't in the original, and the train sequence and a bunch of the action sequences are extended. It's really cool. It's really cool.
I didn't know that.
So about the Sam Raimi trilogy, one thing I was gonna say is, I don't know if y'all know, but on YouTube they have these videos where like the evil, what do they call
the bully
Maguire.
Oh yeah, those are fucking great.
I
love those.
They put him in there.
See a chump.
Yeah, they put him in there as like Darth Maul.
Yeah. Saw one the other day. He was fighting Kylo Ren the other day. That's the newest one.
Yeah, there was.
He's like, you're gonna cry.
Those are hilarious.
They're so good.
They are funny.
Bully Maguire.
I forgot the part where that's my problem.
That's it.
Or I missed the part that was my problem, whatever it is.
Oh, yeah.
I saw one the other day someone did where it was like that scene from the actual Spider-Man 3 where he breaks Topher Grace's camera. And he's like, see you chump. Nobody jumps. It's just...
I think that's the one I just saw recently.
He goes,
probably saw like TikTok or something.
Toby did his thing too, I think all 3 of them did a really good job with...
Toby will always be my favorite out of. I love Andrew Garfield.
I love Toby as Peter Parker, but he doesn't fit Spider-Man to me.
I look. His outfit is my favorite out of the 3.
He's got a great suit, but to me, it's just I don't know. He didn't have all the right, quirks and quips, and it just didn't seem like he moved that great. You know what I mean?
Well, he
didn't seem like Peter Parker, like Spider-Man flexible. You know what I mean? And that's where Andrew Garfield takes over as Spider-Man. He was like, you know, he just fit the role perfect.
He's too cool.
Well, it's like Tom Holland. You know,
Tom Holland's not even the main character on fucking
Well, he was
movies.
a gymnast and all that stuff, so that's why he kind of fits that.
I don't really like his. I don't like his suit.
I like the one he had for Civil War.
I think
for
my
me, favorite.
He feels more vulnerable, like to being like overtaken by like a villain or something. Andrew and Toby just seem like they could hold their own better.
Well, there's a lot of people that would argue,
but that plays in his favor.
That your point, that your point exactly would be like, well, that's Spider-Man. I mean, or Peter Parker was supposed to be that way.
He's young, he's a teenager, he's he's learning these powers and stuff, and.
Speaking of that, someone made a great point.
Oh, one thing real quick. One thing I didn't like was it Andrew that had like he couldn't shoot webs. He had like web shooters.
Yeah, that was a huge.
That was a huge debate. Tom and Andrew.
Oh, Tom too?
They both have their own web shooters.
About the Raimi thing,
because those are actually more canonical in the comics.
Right. Okay.
The Sam Raimi's the one that went for it just came out of his skin, and that's not accurate.
Yeah, that caused a huge.
Yeah, people were pissed about that.
The big thing about that. Gotcha. But I was gonna say someone made a good point the other day. Was if you go back and watch the Raimi trilogy and the one that Mark Webb did, The Amazing Spider-Man, with Tom Holland, there's no really good, what do you call it, like heart-to-heart moments with Uncle Ben or Aunt May in that.
True.
In either one of the two movies that he's done.
The aunt in this one is way too hot.
Marissa Tomei.
I don't remember what she looks like.
Yeah.
I remember that was like the big thing. She was like super young.
Well, yeah, they get younger because it was the Sam Raimi one, and then it was Sally Fields did it, and The Amazing Spider-Man. Now Marissa Tomei.
I don't remember what she looks like. Here, pull your mic in a little bit.
You can lean back too, dude, if you want to. If you feel more comfortable leaning back.
I just want to make sure we can hear you.
No, I'm good. I want to lean back. What's your angle?
I'm just trying to make sure you're comfortable, man.
But yeah, that was my ranking for those.
It's hard, man, because I understand what you mean about Andrew Garfield, and I think he's an incredible actor. I think he's went on to do some incredible stuff.
He's too cool for school.
But he is like a very cool, suave, Peter Parker. Like even The Amazing Spider-Man, where he was like,
he's like the Venom version from Sam Raimi's, just without. Without the bully part. I don't know. He's just like smoother. You know, he's like, I like that part in a second. It's like raindrops keep falling on me. He keeps falling over and
Spider-Man.
stuff.
Yeah. Well, this is something I could agree. I was going to ask you guys, but people to this day.
It does feel better to lean back.
See?
I apologize.
That's okay. People to this day still believe that the Amazing Sam Raimi Spider-Man 2 is still one of the best superhero movies to date. Do you agree with that, or is that something you guys take into consideration? Or
the Spider-Man 2?
Yeah, the one with Doc Ock. People still have that one as like one of their. They claim that's one of the best.
It's good.
Superhero
I wouldn't say it's one of the best ones out there. I think it's good. I think it's great. I love all the Sam Raimi ones. Well, number 3's not my favorite.
3. I don't care. I will defend 3 to the death. It is just as great.
He's dying on that hill.
If I have to die alone.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Is Vulture supposed to be in the upcoming one? Is he still like
he's teased in the Morbius.
And I know they teased Scorpion too at some point.
They teased Morbius they teased Vulture in the Morbius trailer.
You know, Kraven the Hunter in the comics was a pretty prominent villain, and
supposedly
haven't seen him yet.
He might be up on deck for one of the upcoming, which I'd be cool with that. I'd love to see Kraven as a villain.
That'd be cool.
He's one of the characters you can be in the game, in the board game.
I think that's one thing I have to say about Spider-Man. I think his roster of villains is like some of the coolest.
He's always had the best villains. I mean,
yeah, I think I would probably agree.
Like he's the most iconic.
I do like Batman's villains too, though. Even though that's over
the
on
Joker.
DC. Not just the Joker, but
I always liked. Who the fuck was it?
I like the Riddler. I like the Riddler. He's actually.
You like Jim Carrey as the Riddler?
I do.
I went back and watched.
So far, that's
Batman
been the
Forever
only one
is still one of my favorite Batman.
So,
Which one is it that's got Penguin? Is it
second one? Batman Returns.
Batman Returns.
The one with Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah, it's Catwoman. I watched that recently because you have it on Vudu.
It's a Christmas. That could be considered a Christmas.
I thought the same thing. I was like, this is going to be a Christmas tradition from now on. I'm going to watch this one every Christmas.
There's a guy watching YouTube. He does that as well. He considers that as
think Batman's got some stranger villains like Calendar Man.
Yeah, and he's got Polka Dot. No, not
the
Polka
Mad
Dot
Hatter.
Man. Mad Hatter.
I don't know if you guys have seen Gotham, the series.
I started it. I think I got through like halfway through the first season.
The guy who played the Mad Hatter did a really good job, I thought, in that. And, it's different, obviously. But the way they bring some of them to life in that was really cool, I thought.
Didn't they do a version of the Joker?
Did you start watching it, or you just?
I watched like maybe an episode or two.
I was a couple episodes.
It takes a while to get into it, but they
Right.
they bring characters in and just like.
As far as like DC shows go, Arrow was my number one.
See, I haven't watched
Arrow
any
yet.
of the CW shows.
Arrow is
or
really
Flash.
good. It's got its moments where it drags, and then you're kind of like, okay.
Every CW show, superhero wise, that people have the same complaint for me is the thing about where
they eventually turn it into like a teenage
like a soap opera.
Yeah,
that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
That's what's popular.
that's what happened to Flash. That's why I stopped watching it, which I need to go back and finish it. But those are the only two that I've watched. But like I haven't watched any other ones. Like I'm not gonna watch. What is it? Supergirl.
Actually, they said Supergirl and that. What was it? Supergirl and the Superman and Lois show is actually really good.
See,
but
I might go back and watch them, but
I might
like,
check out the Superman. And
I feel like
Lois thing.
Supergirl, Superman, and all that's just so overdone at this point. And I don't like the guy playing Superman and Superman and Lois.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's not. I don't know. But then what was the other one? They had the Defenders. No, that's not it. Fucking
Constantine. That's another one that they had on there. Which that was apparently a phenomenal one. I've never seen that one.
I want them to redo Ghost Rider.
I do too.
Because that's one of my favorite
that.
characters in Marvel, and the movies wasn't great.
I like the first one.
The first one, yeah.
The second one, not so much, but I do like the first one. Good old Nick Cage.
We've got Doom Patrol. That one I want to go back and watch.
That one, somebody at work was telling me about that, and they showed me some clips. It's pretty funny. It's pretty hilarious.
So here's a question: Scarecrow is a villain for Ghost Rider.
That's the one.
And Batman. Is it the same Scarecrow?
Probably depends on which.
Wait, no, that can't be right because one's DC and one's Marvel. I got you.
Oh yeah, that's right.
For some reason, I thought they were in the same one.
What the fuck is that other show that I'm trying to think of?
The only CW show that I've stuck with is Supernatural. That's
one of my favorite shows, honestly. And for a long time, I was like, I'm not watching this. It's just for chicks to look at these,
Legends of Tomorrow.
Good-looking dudes the whole time. But when I started watching it, I was like, man, these dudes are actually pretty entertaining. I like Dean.
Well, mine was the same way. I had the show is like 10 seasons deep, and Jericho kept telling me about it. He's like, dude, you got to watch this. Watch it.
What are you talking about, Supernatural?
Yeah. And then I watched the first season on Netflix, and I was like, holy fuck. Yeah, that was good.
I started off strong with that show.
I did too.
And then once they hit that point, which, I don't know, did you finish it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I haven't finished it. I'm at the part...
I haven't, but I know how it ends.
I'm at the part where they stopped doing the normal, like, ghost hunts and stuff like that they used to do at the beginning, and now it's like that same continuing story.
Yeah, see, that's what I liked about that show.
I didn't, because it just I kind of get, I don't know.
I'm talking about where I liked it where it was different ghost hunts.
Right.
For
each
episode.
Beginning.
That's how I liked it. I did like it.
Over time, that season's story arc was more and more episodes.
Right.
In that season.
They would have filler
and they wouldn't
episodes.
Have,
that was funny.
They wouldn't have as many random hunts or whatever,
Yeah.
and I did like those a lot. The first couple seasons, I think, are
so like the first four or five seasons. I think it's four around there.
I think the comedy got better as it went on because Castiel, when he came in,
7.
Yeah.
I think season
was
7
really
is one of
funny.
my favorites. Season 7 is the one with the Leviathan with all of the black goo shit that
think
comes
I'm on
out
it.
of people and all that stuff. That was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm at the part where everyone got kicked out of heaven. Castiel doesn't have his powers.
I have no clue. At this point, I just need to
as
start
many
the whole
times
show
as like
over.
stuff like that happened, I don't know. I
That's what
couldn't
I'm saying.
pinpoint
That's
where
true.
you're at.
I bought the box set from Best Buy. It come out on Blu-ray with the big box set, which it's on Vudu if you ever need to watch it.
And I
again.
think
So
I'm at
Me and my brother actually rewatched it.
Sam.
I need to rewatch
We're
it.
on,
Sam
like,
has an angel in him. Ezekiel's in him.
So you might be farther than I am. I
That's
think
got to be season 8, 12 range.
the
somewhere
last
in there.
season that I watched was with the Men of Letters. That's the last season I watched. I think that was
They're doing some mental letter stuff in this one. They just helped out Dorothy from Wizard of Oz.
Maybe.
My favorite part.
Shit, maybe it was 13, season 12 or 13. I think
Have you
was the
seen
last season
Have you
that
seen
I
the
watched.
Cupid episode?
It's been. You have to describe what the episode is, just because it's been so long. I can't remember.
Never mind. Then it's probably fresher in my mind, but it's got some funny parts in that one.
But since you've seen how it ended, without spoiling it for everybody, did you think it wrapped up well? Do you like how it ended?
Yeah, I don't really see how they could have ended it any other way.
I thought the same thing.
Because that really gave like a definite. Because every season,
downer.
Well, every season you're like, all right, how are they gonna come back this time? But
I mean, overall, I thought the ending, it was a happy ending.
Right.
I mean, to me, it was a happy ending.
Yeah, I don't want to give too much away. It was bittersweet, I guess, kind of.
So that's one of your favorite shows.
Yes.
So what is one of your favorite shows of all time? It's a good segue into what I was going to ask about earlier. Yeah, go ahead.
Like live action show, or
yeah,
I would say House is up there pretty good.
Yeah, I never watched House.
Never watched it.
I really like that show. It's a fantastic show.
Breaking Bad was a good show.
I never watched Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad is really good.
I never really
get over
gave it a chance.
his wife in the first couple seasons, because oh my god,
I finally sat down and watched it, and I just thought it was awesome, the concept of it.
His wife
Prison
drives
Break
me
is a good
fucking
show.
nuts.
See, I've heard Prison Break's
My
good too.
mom
I've just never
has
watched
talked
it.
about Prison Break, but I've never watched it.
Dude, I literally binge watched that show like 8 episodes in a day one time, and I was just like,
"This is new when
this
it's
has
good."
overtook my life.
Yeah, you're like that's when you know it's
I feel like there's other shows that I got like super into, but I can't think of any.
You know
right
what's
now.
funny?
Put me on the spot and I forget.
Well, until the other day, I don't think I've ever had a favorite show. I've had shows that I've liked, but when everyone would definitively ask me if I had a favorite show, I've never had one.
Right.
It's hard to put it something as like the favorite, because there's stuff you like about all kinds of shows.
Right.
Well, now I think I found one. It was on Showtime, and I'm late to the game, but I think after I finished the whole, there's only 7 seasons, and they're easy episodes. They're only 30-minute episodes.
Right.
It's Californication.
Heard of that.
With David Duchovny from X-Files.
Nah, I don't know.
It is all of our humor tied into one. It's a dramedy.
Yeah.
But holy shit.
Your life's a dramedy.
It really is. You're not lying. But you love all the characters in it so much. You can relate to all the stuff that they go through. There's a lot of life lessons in it too, and I felt so connected to that show in a way I've never had with a TV show before.
And it's called Californication?
Yeah, Californication. It is so good. Like I said, it's an easy show to get through. I'm actually rewatching it again. I can't really describe. It's you follow David Duchovny's character, who's like a writer, and he's always down of his luck. But he's in one of those situation things where if anything's going right for him, there's always something waiting to go wrong.
Oh, that is your creed. That is your life.
And it's like I said, it's so relatable. But his comedy, like I said, the comedy.
Brotherhood.
is all of us like that. There's like something, even an episode I watched before you guys got here, that's just something you would do, where he's got an agent. His agent's like his best friend, and he orders like some kind of margarita or something. He just goes, fag. and he's like, oh, I can't drink like you do. He goes, okay, faggity fag.
Is there a lot of sex in that show?
There is. He sleeps with everybody, so there's nudity out the wazoo.
All right, I'll be checking it out.
Nipples.
Yeah. But the
I love nipples.
But the story alone is worth it, because like I said, there's a lot of just, I don't know, life lessons in there mixed in with the stuff.
The fucking.
But the comedy is gold in it. Like, he's that type of person that you wish you had as a friend to hang out with, or the type of guy you wish you could be.
Yeah.
So that's why. But yeah, I think that's my hands down favorite show of all time.
I think one of the only shows I've rewatched multiple times is The Office.
Yeah, that's an easy one, because it's a comedy one.
Well, it's like I rewatch South Park and Family Guy over and over and over again.
Yeah.
I think those are like, well, they sell.
But as far as live action, I rewatch Scrubs a lot. You know, I know I'm in that same category of like medical shows, but Scrubs is a comedy. I always thought it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I've never seen Scrubs.
I think I've seen the first season.
Peaky Blinders is up there with my favorites. We talked about that last time.
I need to start watching
Peaky Blinders is phenomenal.
I was going to start watching that one. I finished Californication this past week, but I was so into it, and I missed the characters. I just immediately started watching.
Yeah. I tend to just, if I'm short on time, watch MMPR reruns. which is Power Rangers. If anybody doesn't
Mighty
know.
Morphin.
Yeah, I mean they took a lot of. I'm a big fan of Power Rangers. I always have.
I got season 1 on DVD if you want to borrow it.
Well, it's on Netflix still.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say the first 3 seasons are on there, and they took all the extra ones after that off of there, except for the new ones. So,
you guys have a favorite animated TV show?
I do. I will go back though and say Vikings up until
very good,
up until like season 4 or 5. That was my favorite for the long. I still love it, but
is it still going?
I think they just wrapped up.
I want to mention The Walking Dead too because
I need to get back into that.
I was a huge fan of that show and never missed an episode every Sunday.
I was with you on that boat.
You know, I don't want to put any spoilers, but a few people left the show and it just didn't do it for me anymore. And I was like, I would rather just wait till it ends and I can just binge watch them all. You know,
they're airing the final season now.
Are they?
So.
Okay.
That's what happened with me and Vikings. Someone dies in the show, and it kind of just, I was like, damn, I'm not going to say who.
Yeah, it crushes you.
Yeah, it does, and I was like, man, I'm not going to.
I've heard a lot of good stuff about Game of Thrones. I haven't seen it yet.
I've seen the first season, and they killed off everybody I liked in the first season.
That's all I hear is that they kill everybody off.
But what I also heard, I've stayed away from spoilers on there, and I've also heard that they'll like kill people off that you don't expect to die. Yeah. Which I think is kind of a cool way to do a show.
Like every season of that show.
For shock factor.
But as far as animated goes, Avatar: The Last Airbender is one of my favorites.
Yeah, that was what I meant to tell you about Shang-Chi last week. I was like, that movie has a lot of Avatar elements.
It had a lot of that bending style in it.
So I was like, if they ever wanted to attempt to make another Last Airbender movie, they should get that.
They're doing Netflix is doing a live action show.
I don't know if it'll be any good. Just like they're doing the live action Resident Evil movie that I'm like, I don't know.
They've got a animated Resident Evil show, like a 4-part thing on Netflix right now. I think I haven't seen it
on there. I knew something was coming out with it.
Speaking of Resident Evil, the Village game that came out a couple months ago, excellent.
Yeah, I can't play that by myself.
I ran through it twice.
It's got some jump parts, but
I liked Biohazard better than Village. I did like Village. Because Biohazard was scarier, in my opinion.
I think so too. Yeah, Village. But I like Village. The broad like the
monsters.
Broaden
cool.
the monsters and the characters.
The monsters are really cool. So I did enjoy that.
I'm trying to think.
Animated show.
Yeah, any like animated show.
South
Courage the Cowardly Dog. That's a good one.
Yeah, all the way.
Fucking
all the
hate
way.
that show.
How?
Where's me mallet?
I didn't find it funny. That
the things I do for love.
I didn't really find it as funny as I thought it was just entertaining.
I grew up watching a bunch of like
not getting out of my chair
stuff or whatever. So that was like I was like, oh my god, a cartoon that appeals to like horror type things. So I was like, well, that's it.
But I can go old school with this. Popeye is one of my favorite cartoons.
Me spinach.
I love the old He-Man show. I love the old X-Men show.
Aren't they doing something new with He-Man now?
Yeah, they're doing like a. Netflix is doing a He-Man.
Was apparently the one that Kevin Smith did. All I know is the 2 guys I work with asked me about it. And I said, yeah, I've heard about it.
I think it's the one they just did on Netflix. Is it not good?
I don't want to spoil anything, but you'll be pissed after the first episode.
Oh God!
Because I was like, no,
they do some like gender
did they
bending
kill
and stuff.
After the first episode, did they?
Yeah, that, and apparently Skeletor's only in 1 episode, and like somebody else, like all these new characters come in or some shit, and people they're like, this is not what you advertised.
Yeah. It's like putting
they said the animation is beautiful, but they said that, and they did swap some.
Well,
I figured they would.
So
it's like putting Cole Young in Mortal Kombat.
Speaking of, that's what I'll ask you about next. Did you like the Mortal Kombat movie?
I did. But I guess it's because the only other ones I had to watch were the ones in the 90s.
I didn't mind
Those are like
the first one
top tier, great aim.
The first one amazing. The
all
second one. Get out of here, dude.
Did you ever watch the Street Fighter movie with Blanca in it?
I never. That's like that
Van
House of the Dead game that they did based on the arcade game.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah. Hey, did you ever play that Carnival game? It was like an arcade game.
It sounds really familiar, but I don't know if I ever played it or not.
It was like House of the Dead style. It's pretty fun.
But
anyways, off topic.
What the fuck were we talking about? Oh, Mortal Kombat. Did you like Mortal Kombat movie?
It was entertaining to a point, but it wasn't
think,
as good as it could have been.
I think a lot of people thought it was going to be the actual tournament. Yeah. And like if you go into it thinking, if you go into it like I guess kind of with an open mind. There were some things I didn't like about it though.
Well, there's a guy I work with. He's like, he knows all the lore for Mortal Kombat, and like that's like his shit. He fucking despised it because he's like, they brought in characters that wasn't supposed to be introduced till later on.
Yeah.
And he's like, there was no tournament in it. And I said, well, it felt like a stepping stone movie. It's like, okay, here's some characters introduced,
right?
So that way now maybe the next movie we can get to the tournament. If
I'm gonna say spoiler alert because I am gonna talk about this movie just a little bit. I didn't like how they killed Goro off. And Cole Young was the one that done it.
Yeah,
that was weak.
Another issue.
To me, that was weak
he
because he's one of the final bosses in the games and stuff. And dude literally punches you 4 times and you're dead. So
apparently Cole Young can kill him in a couple
I thought Cole was going to turn into Scorpion at one point.
He was
when he started getting that armor and shit. I was like,
I thought he was an interesting ad. Cabal was my favorite character. I thought they did awesome with him.
Oh, I remember now. Yeah, it pissed me off how weak and crappy they made. What's his name?
Jax.
No.
Shang Tsung.
No.
Liu Kang.
Oh, Liu Kang.
Liu Kang.
Yeah.
I feel like they made him weak as shit. I feel like they made Kung Lao kind of weak.
Well, yeah. I mean, he didn't have near as much screen time as he should have.
One
other
thing
he
brought up too was something about Raiden. He was like, since when has Raiden needed all this to protect, the realm and all that stuff like that? He's like, hell, he's never used any of that in the game.
Yeah,
Sub-Zero and Scorpion, they obviously did a really good job.
I did
with
like
both
the two of them together. Like, I love the actor who plays Scorpion. I can't think of his name, but I love the actor who plays him. He's been in a ton of really good stuff.
And Kano was a funny.
They actually did good with Kano. I did like the casting for Kano, but I didn't like the whole thing either, where it's like you had to have the mark to be in the tournament.
That was a weird.
You had to kill someone to get it.
Kill it to get it.
That was a weird ad, but it also to me kind of was like, all right, so this kind of makes it a little bit more like believable, in the sense that okay, there's this mark that can be put on you and give you these powers, or else like where do these powers come from with everybody? Type thing. That's how I took it. What else was I gonna say? Yeah, I mean, I feel like the bad guy should have won a few more battles, just because like.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like half of the people that are in the movie, it's not even. We hadn't even got like even half of the characters that are in the game yet.
He said, death is, only the beginning, and he showed a couple of them getting taken away or whatever. I hope they bring Cabal back. He was one of my favorite ones in the movie. How they made him look and everything, and they probably will end up bringing all of them back. Honestly.
Oh yeah, they'll do something with it.
Well, they kind of teased it at the end there, where they were going to L.A. to try to get Johnny Cage and all that. And there was like that whole huge campaign where they wanted Ryan Reynolds to be.
I think it's I think it's different, but I think definitely room to improve. There was some things they could have done better.
Then there was a big thing after him. They wanted your favorite to be Johnny Cage. John Cena.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, John.
Yeah, because he's fucking fits that profile. He's fucking huge.
I want him to bring in who's the character that was the cop?
Stryker.
Yeah, the one that we would
Yeah. Definitely, there's a lot of characters they can bring in. I didn't expect him to bring somebody like Rico in there.
Yeah.
He was kind of a background character in
I want
at least
to bring
the
in
games
like
I played.
Smoke and like Ermac and
or like the cyborgs
Noob and all that.
That's what I'm looking forward to. Well, now I'm fairly sure Noob will make an appearance because if people follow the backstory of Bihan.
Well, it's this one was slated for I think 4 or 5 more movies after this one. That's what was in the contract.
They could definitely do a lot.
One,
they've got the material. It's just doing it right.
Yeah. Trying to think of some more animated shows.
I would have to say like one of my favorite as a kid was always a Courage the Cowardly Dog, but like Batman the animated series was always a big one.
Batman. I loved the.
They're coming out with the Superman one finally too. I think it's come sometime this month that I'm looking forward to.
What was that Spider-Man one?
How about Jimmy Neutron? Boy Genius.
That was a good one. Nickelodeon. That was always a good one. Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah. My muscles.
Ed, Edd n Eddy was great.
It's a good one. Always a good one. Dexter's Laboratory.
He's a chicken, Eddie.
Date.
Have you seen Ed singing that, what song was it? Josie's on a vacation far
Oh,
away.
yeah.
Because they play the living hell out of that song at work. Play the shit out
The
of it.
video with him singing's just great.
And like someone, and now that I've seen it, I can't unhear him singing it.
I love
now.
how he runs. Runs with his arm and his back behind him.
I always like cow.
boy.
I always liked cow and chicken.
Jawbreakers.
Cow and chicken.
But everyone, even my parents, were like, how the fuck?
That
do
was
you
a
watch
weird
this?
I used to be able to do.
me.
I was so entertained
I
by
used to be able
that
to do the
show.
voices, like chicken's voice. I can't do it anymore.
Because it never dawned on
And
me. I was
like
like,
Ren and
this
Stimpy.
cow and chicken is brother and sister from human parents, but
Yeah.
you're a kid. I mean, you're just,
True.
I never got into like
What they
Invader
did-
Zim.
What they did back then, though, does not compare to what they're doing now. As in, like, back then
Some
was
of
the
the stuff-
golden age.
some of the stuff I see now, I'm like, what is that?
Today, I'm
What
just
is
like,
that?
The most recent cartoon
Dora.
I can think of that I actually was like, I would have watched that growing up was Flapjack.
That's fair. That one, yeah, I can see that one.
so I don't know if y'all remember Danny Phantom.
Knuckles.
Yeah, I love Danny Phantom.
Yeah,
That's probably the most
Going
recent
Ghost.
I liked.
yeah. Danny Phantom.
And that was a while ago.
Ooh, Real Monsters.
Good one.
That was a good
I
one.
never did see that.
Rugrats. That was always a big one.
Oh yeah,
for me,
Rugrats. I mean, that's just a.
I've lost
it's
control.
given.
Why are you making pudding at 3 in the morning? Because I've lost all control of my life.
Oh,
That's
The wild
back when
thornberries.
that's back when cartoons could actually. I
You
don't
could
know.
get into them.
They were good then.
Saturday morning, Power Rangers, Spider-Man, Transformers, all that stuff.
That's like when they announced
Golden
that,
Age.
that Are You Afraid of the Dark was coming back on Nickelodeon, which it did. I haven't seen the new season, but I was like, why? I was like, you ain't gonna be able to do half of what the original Goosebumps did, or the original Are You Afraid of the Dark.
I'm just gonna piss everybody off.
I'm like, you had so much scary shit in the original Goosebumps that even my parents were like, is this a kid show?
Should he be watching this?
But it was so good. I think that's where my stem of loving horror come from so much, is
Actually,
being exposed to. Because I remember you always said Courage scared you
Yeah,
as a kid.
yeah. As a kid, it scared me, and I just didn't.
watch where you going, you fool.
I think that was just like the setup for the rest of my life because now I can't watch any scary thing. Courage fucked me up.
Yeah, probably.
There's
fucking-
creepy,
that
there's
little
creepy
bitch.
stuff in there.
I was gonna say that was a creepy show for kids. I mean, they
That one with like the demon
Return
mattress.
the slab.
That was a good demon
Return
mattress
the
and
slab or suffer my
the chick who lived in the
curse.
pond. Who
Wasn't
would
there
come
like
out.
some kind of like skinny dude with like a tux and a white face or
Fred?
something?
Yeah.
Freaky Fred.
Naughty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye, fantasy fan.
Kirby could always do the snowman voice. I'm the snowman. He could always do that really like perfect. But yeah, I love that show. I just watched the Scooby Doo movie crossover with Courage the Cowardly Dog. It was pretty good. It was pretty interesting, especially for a new. You say Cats? Yeah, Cats was always a good one.
Actually,
no granny stew for you.
actually watched the Werewolf Fever Swamp 2-parter.
It's a
the
great one.
Goosebumps
It's a
thing.
great one of the best episodes. See, that's a dark ass
I watched
episode.
it a few,
That's a really
few
dark
weeks ago.
episode. I always remember the Welcome to Dead House.
And you know who's in it? The kid, the guy, the main kid
Mm.
or whatever. He's in like a bunch of stuff. Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah, Ryan Gosling's actually in two Are You Afraid of the Dark episodes. And
I think yeah.
and
The
what's his
Headless
name?
Ghost, is he in that one?
Yeah. He's in like a couple Goosebumps, and he's in Say Cheese and Die.
Yeah, I've seen.
It's
Couple
because it was all shot in Canada. It was all
Oh,
the same.
You know what I've been watching here lately is Masked Rider.
Never.
Did y'all ever see that?
No, I've never seen it.
It's like a spin-off that they made when MMPR was in season 3 of like this dude on this distant planet. He basically can't. He says he'll morph into like somebody like a Power Ranger, be
Right.
by himself. He's like an insect. He looks like an insect.
It sounds familiar,
yeah,
actually.
I've
He has to
seen
fight these. He has to fight these other dudes that this dude sends all these insect monsters down to Earth and stuff. It's I mean, it's basically Power Rangers, just a little bit cheesier.
Right.
But
Oh,
I'm enjoying.
there's a couple of those.
It. Yeah. BR Troopers, that was a cool show.
I didn't watch that.
What
was that
They
one-
canceled it.
Oh God, what was that one where they like morphed into like knights or something? I feel like it was.
No, I was gonna say the Dino one, but I was like, that's obviously not. That's obviously not it.
They've had several Dino themed Power Rangers now. Like they're going back to it. Something I always wanted to do was like help design some of the monsters on there, but I never figured out how to do something.
Some
like
of your
that.
Mystic Knights of Tiranoog.
Wow, that was like a deep cut there.
Did y'all ever watch that?
I
don't
did
think
see
so.
that, but that looks like Beetleborgs.
It looks like it really does. It looks like a mix of Beetle Wars with Power Rangers.
It was really cool. I wonder if you can watch
I'm
it
gonna have
anywhere.
to check that out.
It really
love
does.
shows
That's what
like
it looks
that.
like.
Yeah, this one was awesome.
I feel like they do need to have the villains win sometimes on those shows though, just to keep kids on the edge. You know,
They can't because they can't pull.
they should.
That's the message. Is good always has to triumph over evil.
Well, you know what? They need a new message that says,
well,
if you don't practice and you just go to school and, you know...
You're going to get your ass whooped.
Exactly, yeah. You're not going to just be able to balance school and
I didn't
save the
say
world.
that I always agreed with the message. No.
You're right, yeah, true. But, yeah, I mean, that's why I started drawing was I liked seeing those monster guys and trying to, you know...
I'm serious.
Create
like
on
the
there.
two of you could easily buy one of the table things at one of the panels, like of the things we have up here to sell your art. Like seriously.
Yeah.
Like
I think
probably
so.
could.
the both of you could.
I think you're pretty good, too.
I've seen.
I think you're pretty.
I've got two of Joey's drawings hanging on my wall in here. So.
Nice. You know, we can... You draw a little bit more variety than what I do. So
Well, I love how
that way
Joey
we can get
doesn't
a
know
table.
what he's drawing until he gets halfway
Yeah.
through
See,
with it.
that's a crazy.
He just starts
difference,
drawing and
yeah.
whatever comes out.
I have to
comes
like
out.
in my head kind of know what I'm going for.
Well, everybody's got a different process.
I
of drawing.
actually doodled at work last night. Had like a little marshmallow headed dude and like a little sploogy like
that's
ghost thing.
Like the both of y'all's art is so unique to itself that I
Right.
think like you guys would have no problem.
Well, and they're still making Power Rangers. I don't know if they're still coming from Japan or not, but I think that would be something cool if I could bring my artwork somehow onto that in like a live action setting. But also, I was thinking it'd be cool to make a comic.
Yeah.
Sometime, like you know.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I feel like we were talking about doing the cartoon, but I feel like a comic would
Comic
be
is more us.
easier for us to do.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's something we could probably knock out.
Besides,
Until-
only would understand the cartoon.
Until we could get an animator. So that'd be the biggest. I mean, I'm down for doing the cartoon. Always down for doing the cartoon. Just when we like
Wanna
you
get
said,
an
we have
animator
to
or a
we have to fully
reanimator?
get an animator. Just hit reanimator.
Yeah.
Gotta get a reanimator.
Is there any games coming up that you guys are interested in?
Back
that's
for
coming
Blood,
out? Yeah,
for
that's a big
sure,
one.
in a couple weeks. Been waiting on Left 4 Dead 3 for about a decade.
Well, you're gonna get Back for Blood. You're not gonna get Left for. Believe me, I'm with you.
To
but we're
me,
gonna
it's
get Back
Left 4
for
Dead
Blood.
3.
I don't know if y'all saw it, but they're coming out with a Wolverine game for PlayStation.
I did.
It's just a tiny little teaser clip.
And it was
I
good.
haven't seen it.
Oh, dude.
Did you see the Spider-Man 2? I know you didn't play the first Spider-Man.
heard
on
about
I like the
PlayStation
first
4.
one. I do have that one.
Did you play it?
Played. I didn't finish it.
It's so good.
I didn't play the Miles Morales one yet, but I did
I
play the
haven't
first
either.
one.
Well, you gotta have PS5 for that, don't you?
Yeah, for the second and the not the first one.
For Miles Morales.
I got
No,
it.
no,
from
you can get that one
my brother.
on PlayStation 4.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, the Wolverine game and the Spider-Man 2 is a PS5 exclusive.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, great.
And
Maybe
then
by the time
Halo will
2022
be
comes out, I can
Xbox
find
exclusive, which I think you can probably get Halo on PC, which I'll probably do that. Battlefield, the new Battlefield coming out.
one. I'm glad somebody else thought it looked good. I saw the trailer at E3. I was like, damn, that fucking actually looks like Battlefield again.
Yeah,
So I was like,
I'm super stoked for that one.
They
think
are
there was
teasing
something
a
else.
game from Bethesda, Starfield.
Oh yeah, that's a huge.
It's supposed to be like a
project that
space
they're
type
doing.
Skyrim thing or something like that.
I love Bethesda. I think Bethesda is one of my
Yeah,
favorite
definitely.
gaming.
They're doing
studios.
another anniversary of Skyrim, aren't they? Jesus Christ.
Well, it's because they're working on Elder Scrolls 6
Yeah.
now.
Is
They
that
teased
is
it
the
last
Sky
year. at
Oblivion
E3,
thing? Is that
but-
what you're talking about?
Yeah, Oblivion and then Skyrim?
No, together like Sky Oblivion. Have you seen that?
No.
Okay, moving on.
They're-
trying to think of some other games. The House of Ashes thing, the Dark Pictures.
Yeah, like I said, I still need to play Little Hope. I still haven't played it yet.
Get on it.
I need to take it out of the shrink wrap and actually play it.
I'm looking to get a VR set. If I get this bonus that we're supposed to be getting.
What's a bonus?
It's like
$1,000 bonus.
If you get a VR set, only horror games.
Nah, there's a bunch of other games on there I want to play.
I'm saying for you, that's it. That's all you can have.
Well, I'll play other stuff on
You have to play a horror game and get through it without
Suck
screaming.
my dick, Spence.
And then you can play a normal game.
I'm telling you now, horror VR.
I told you later.
Is the scariest shit I have ever done in my life.
Yeah, we had someone comment on one of our posts on Facebook, pretty much offering, like, if we wanted to do that, he would let us use his. I mean, let him be a guest on it and everything, you know? That'd be kind of cool. But I want to get my own so I can...
Yeah, like I said, I played a friend of mine's. That's who I've done it through. And doing that, well, we played the prequel. It was the prequel to Until Dawn. Called the Inpatient. And you're in this asylum. Oh, my...
I managed to save
it's awful.
6 or 7 of them.
Did they... Is the Dying Light, the second one, is that out yet?
Yeah, it's coming out.
It was one of the ones that got pushed.
Okay.
So, it had a release date, then Amazon leaked the release date, and then I think it got pushed again.
You know what I'm excited for is a Harry Potter game coming out.
Is that a VR one?
I don't know. But I know you get to, like, choose your own house and stuff, and you're
That would be cool.
You're like in 1800s, way before Harry and all them.
You know how cool it'd be to actually have... Is
that funny to you?
You know how cool it'd be to have like a game that
I want to wand.
A Harry Potter game where the three of us could run around and
that's
like
what it
Hogwarts
is
and shit like that. You imagine like it'd be like GTA style, but Harry Potter.
I would do it for you guys, but
would you?
It's not at the top of my list.
It's not, but I'm saying I was thinking about we'd do the shit like we did in GTA Online.
Fuck shit up.
Spectrum Chona, bitch.
Defendo. Locomotive Mortis.
What was it?
I don't know.
It was the what was it?
I was never good at remembering.
The Chosen One.
Yeah. Expecto Patronum.
Oh god, what did he say? He said
Accio Bomb.
Accio Bomb.
What's that awful?
You never seen that?
No.
I'll have to show you that.
Yeah.
Remember to flish.
What are you doing?
What do you say? Remember
you never saw this coming. Pot of greed.
Remember to swish and flick the shit out of your wands like this. I can't believe you've never seen that.
I need to watch
There's 2 of them. I'll have to show them to you. The Snape is Ronald Weasley. It's Leviosa.
You remember the character I made on UFC?
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
I can't.
Man.
Half the names I can't say legally online.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. That
he had like the baby gravy one was that one's safe enough.
Baby gravy fuck.
Yeah, that one I can say.
He had tattoos. He was short and hairy and had tattoos of babies all over him.
He was pretty tough though. He was a little
tough,
monster.
But I couldn't reach your head.
Yeah, because I made my guy as tall as he could.
And he would always waste so much energy punching at you, and
I always remember the
get
one.
me in that. You always got me in that clutch and hit me with the knees in the face.
No, the one I always remember is the match. I don't remember if I was fighting Spencer or Joey, but it was my character that I made that I can't say. But it was
what's called
Wizard.
He come out, and I was like tapping these buttons, and he randomly did this combo where it was like a 1-2, and just knocked the fuck out of somebody. And you were like, "What the fuck?"
Your character was getting his ass whooped every time. It's like he just like had no power, and then all of a sudden he landed that one combo. It was me, and it was like, "Doom, my guy's out." And I was like, "What the shit?"
The thing about him, he always like went down within the first 3 hits. But then you couldn't tell. He would get you in 1 or 2 hits.
I miss playing that game. That game was so fucking fun.
That would be fun to play again. Yeah,
we'll try to re-download that one or some point.
It was fun using our real guys too, because we had some good matches on there.
Oh my god,
doing those flying
that
kicks.
shit! Some of that shit was so funny. Then because your Xbox would record like every knockout that you got on that damn game.
There's a Fight Night Champions game that my brother used to play, and Bad Santa. The part where they're playing checkers, wherever he's like, "You cheating little shit." I almost got to that point with my brother because he kept using Mike Tyson, and he is a cheat code on that game.
This going off the goddamn mouth.
Bro, I couldn't beat him with nobody. I lost to him like 5 or 6 straight times, and I almost just went to that place like, you cheating!
That's one thing I do have to. I give props to your brother that I like. He just gives you so much hell.
Hey man, he cracks me up so much. He just
so much shit. Like when we went out to eat. Whatever that last time.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That. Y'all ought to see him when he's like once he's around you some, he's not as nervous. He just says all kinds of crazy stuff.
I don't know, the fact that he's already ripping into you that much now, I'd like to see what he does with, free range.
And me and a couple of my other friends will be like, hey, Jackson, come here. And then he'll come in there and we'll be like, see ya. That's all we need. He'd be like, I hate y'all. Go back in his room.
That reminded me of that. What was it, the thing with...
Say, hey, guess what happened? He'd come in there, he goes, nothing.
The thing at Food Lion where, I think it was like where we got Randy. We're like, hey man, can you bring the floor machine to aisle 5? And there'd be nothing there.
Yeah.
And then he'd be like, where's the spill at? Oh, sorry man, it's on 6. So he had to bring it to 6. And we're like, oh no, it's all the way on aisle 1, man. I'm sorry about that. And drag it on.
He'd have to go all over the place.
He'd be like, where the fuck is this?
I did that to Spencer a lot too.
Oh, at Food Lion?
Yeah.
That's another thing, I'm thinking about Food Lion memories. I remember the one guy that, I don't know if y'all want to mention names on here, but that one guy that used to work there that we parked the water in front of the bathroom. Tried to open the bathroom door and he couldn't get out.
We put an entire pallet of water in front of the bathroom door after this guy went there, and then he opened the door. He's like, "What the fuck?"
That was the same guy that I found out was taking protein.
I gave him that protein stuff because he was asking me about working out and taking protein powders and stuff like that. I was like, "Look, I got some protein powder at the house. I'm not using it. It's still good. You want to use it? I'll just give it to you." I was like, start your journey into exercise and gaining muscle. Come to find out, the only time he took this shit was when he would just walk.
He just walked laps.
I was like,
I was dead. I was literally dead.
He literally was just packing on the protein. It's like he was just drinking it for no reason, like not doing any kind of workouts to just drink it. And just all that extra protein, just fucking, he was getting bigger and bigger.
I was the best QA that place ever had.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah. Wait. No, that's right. Never mind. You didn't train me. I remember you trained me now.
Because everybody I tried to train to help quit. Or
maybe that says something about you.
I didn't see it that way.
We said the same thing where we work now. We're like, every time we train somebody, because I've trained 2 or 3 people now, and I'm brutally honest with them when they ask me, I don't sugarcoat it, and everyone's like, maybe you shouldn't. I'm like, no. So now they're like, don't give them to me.
Yeah, I don't care.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be straight up with you from the get go.
I tell.
Shit's not all sunshine and rainbows here. So
when I train people,
total opposite of that.
Since I switched to 12s, I haven't trained anyone in a while.
Well, we can't get anybody to train anyway. So
I think one of the last people I did train got fired.
For real.
So I don't know.
I think is one of the only ones that stuck around for a while actually. That I trained.
Yeah. He might have been the one that dumped that water over on that Lay's potato thing.
Or
yeah, let's hit me.
Wait. Was that a monster?
Yeah, I've got demons. I got all kinds of demons running around.
Sorry,
I think he knocked that salsa over too.
That was
talking about the hot sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Oops.
We need you on aisle 1. Thanks.
Where's it at?
Anybody back here good at what do you say?
Anybody back here good with snacks?
Oh, is he the one yelling?
I'm just not that good with it.
That was just lazy.
You might want to run them snacks. I don't know that very well.
One of my favorite things was one of the times where you and bet each other who could run the aisle fastest.
He thought he could outstock me.
And he was on aisle 1, and you took snacks, and snacks was like, you had 2 carts of snacks or whatever.
I ran snack cart, and I ran my aisle 2 stuff, and beat him before he got done with one cart.
But the best part is like you, me, and I can't remember who else walked over there to check on him.
Was fast.
And he had the fucking like the cart thing the top piece of it's tore off, thrown in the floor.
Yeah.
It's just fucking trash everywhere. The shit, there's top stock all laying in the floor, and people were having to go like this to get around him and shit. And I don't know why that was so, because I remember you come in and you go, what the fuck did you do over here? He's like,
after I had finished 2 of my carts and he wasn't even done with his 1, I was like, Jesus Christ.
You're like, what the fuck?
Good time. Had some good times in that place for sure.
Yeah.
Always, yeah.
And some horrible times.
Yeah, lots of horrible times.
Even what's her name said last night, I don't know if you saw her commented on that or whatever. She was like, it's not the same without y'all. And I was like, I would go back if it was with y'all. That's the only way I would ever consider going back, is if it was with y'all.
Now I had left by the time that that person like shit in the floor back there. Like I wasn't around.
You
for
need
that.
to tell that story, because I actually had people was like, yeah, you need to really just tell that story on air, because it's such a we went into minor details. We didn't tell the whole shebang about how we didn't talk about how that guy had the most impeccable timing I've ever seen in my life.
I was gonna say it was folded up to where it took his nose away, so it was just his mouth and his eyes.
The truffle shuffle.
I love the truffle shuffle. So I don't.
Did he make any other movies after that?
No, I don't think so.
It's like the dude from Willy Wonka.
Hey, you guys. Sorry.
So the guy that shit in the floor. It was a regular truck day. We had gotten all our pallets in. And we're working through it, and I don't know. We been back there several times, and we kept smelling it.
Like I said, somebody was back there all day. Like I said, that's why that guy has got the most impeccable timing.
Yeah, because
somebody was back there all day.
The back room was until late at night. The back room always had at least one person back there.
I
remember we had someone over at the dock.
Yeah.
But this guy tried to go to the bathroom. I watched it on the camera. He tried to go to the bathroom and someone was in the stall. Instead of just waiting, he snuck out.
Like he couldn't.
He didn't even look around. He just went for it. Like, didn't even check. Went behind a pallet over against the wall.
Right next to the baler. Next to the baler.
Next to the cardboard baler. Just dropped trout and shit in the floor.
The best part.
And where did he leave? Like, did he go out the back door?
No, he didn't wipe his ass or nothing. He just pulled his pants up and walked straight back out. But the best part
was when we were watching the camera, you were like, well, he's got a Bud's Corner Kitchen shirt on, so that fucking explains.
Yeah, that could have been what it was. Bud's Corner Kitchen, that'll...
But
Sponsor.
If you ever seen him out, could you recognize him?
Not anymore.
We definitely lost our sponsor for Bojangles last week. That's it.
Oh, you think so? What about Popeyes?
I don't think they'll be ringing us anytime soon. Right. But
they can keep their dry ass chicken. Biscuits.
I just remember that because that was like all day you kept smelling shit.
Yeah, it was all day, and and I was like, God, why does it smell so fucking bad back here?
And she was like, I don't understand why you or she was like, I don't understand. She's like, yeah, I kind of smell it or whatever. And then that's when you went around the thing and you're like, there's a shit back here.
It was a big one.
We got a Code Brown.
It was bad. And I think they gave poor
they gave him like a gift card.
$5 gift card.
Yeah, for cleaning that up because none of us would pick it up.
Yeah, he come out and he had them gloves on that was like up to here. And
didn't sometime like some people would like forget to turn the mic off and to be talking and we hear just.
Oh, we have fun with the mic on and they'd get all pissed off because I remember the time.
Can we start talking in different accents?
Because I remember the time. What was it? They were looking for something all day, and they finally found. I don't remember what it was that they were looking for. They finally found it, and Big Country come over. I think he's like, "Oh, congratulations!" over the headset, and then like, not even 10 seconds later, one of the managers like, can you come to the back office? And me and you just died laughing right there on two, just died laughing. And then she was like, Joey, can you come back here too? And he's like, what the fuck? You're like, I didn't do nothing.
What did I do? I remember that one time. It was the assistant manager at the time. He asked me, like, I'd been running backstock all day or something like that. And then he asked me to do something else just for a different department. I don't remember what it was. And I was like, yeah, you can suck the fattest part of my ass. I just said that over the thing. Okay. And was like, probably shouldn't have said that. Oh, well, I said his name. But so have you got any other questions or anything you want to get into?
Let's see. I did have something right here.
Or any more would you rathers or anything like that?
I did have one right here I was going to bring up I saved it from the last time that we did it. Oh, one off the top of my head real fast that I want to do real quick. What this was always something because I had to think really hard the other day to come up with my answer.
It must have been tough.
It was very tough. What is out of your whole life so far? What is the best compliment or a compliment that someone said to you that's really just stayed with you? Like it kind of changed, whether or piece of advice or best compliment that's just really stuck with you with throughout.
Oh man, that's tough.
Yeah.
Best compliment.
Trying to think.
You take it away.
I mean, I've only gotten a few.
I have too, but
I don't think anyone's ever complimented
one
me.
was from you, so
There's so few of them that none of them were meaningful.
no, that's what I was telling somebody the other day. I was like, I get complimented so less. That when somebody does compliment me, I don't know what to do with
I've
it.
had
no, I don't know how to handle
I'm like,
compliments.
So
it makes me so uncomfortable.
They make me a little bit ill because like I've had people tell me before that I've got really pretty eyes and stuff, but it's never an attractive girl or somebody I'm trying to date or something like that. It's always like some.
Hey, I said that.
Huh?
I said you had pretty eyes. One
Yeah,
time.
it's some dude.
I would gargle your balls.
It's some dude or like an
Struck
old
the
person
shaft.
or something like that. And I'm just like,
Cup the balls.
appreciate you. That sounds so mean.
But
I mean,
there's-
obviously you take a compliment and stuff, and
I mean, I've had a guy hit on me, and I ran with it.
I've had
Sometimes I just
several.
wanna, like-
I've had several.
I think I've had two guys hit on me. So
I mean, I've had girls that I've talked to and stuff before call me handsome and stuff like that, and that,
do you
makes
like the word
feel good.
handsome, or is it not like what's the one that's like cute? If you're, everyone's like, they don't like
Well,
when guys are being called cute.
I've never been called hot, and that would feel good. But I guess it's because I watch Power Rangers and shit like that.
I think
that can't happen. But
that's not true, man.
I know,
There's
it's
a
just-
nerd girl out there somewhere
Now, what it is like
that would happily watch Power Rangers with you on Saturday mornings all over again.
that's my show alone. Okay,
He doesn't want anyone with him during that.
Get the fuck out.
out of here.
I think my thing is like I went through periods of time super depressed and stuff like that, and it's hard to take a compliment sometimes.
Usually, the only compliments that I get, it was always about my hair when it was long and curly.
Do you remember that?
I'd get compliments.
People
on
at
that.
Food Lion.
I can relate to that.
Yeah,
Mine
because
gets.
it's always old ladies that are like, "Oh, I love your hair."
That's what I was gonna
That one would
freaking
always
say.
touch
Yeah,
you.
and
Yeah,
they
they want to run
touch
their
it.
fingers through it. I can't stand that.
Well,
but
I had a. Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know if I've got.
I was gonna say I had a. I work in therapy. I had a old lady grab my butt for balance one time.
That's what it was for.
Yeah, I mean it didn't happen. It happened a couple times.
Oh,
Uh,
sneaky little lady.
But-
Did she
yeah.
ever get a finger in?
no, because
She
I
tried
clenched
to?
up
No,
real
finger
quick.
popping your asshole.
No, but yeah, I mean I've gotten some here and there, and it is, it's nice to hear stuff.
What about you? You
Oh, mine was that I thought of off the top of my head. There was actually, I think there was two I had. One of them was you, who the thing of you remember when we did that video for the EP where we talked about like what each song meant and all that stuff. You always did that thing in it where you said, when I write something, I always give it 100%, and it's like when you read it or anybody else reads it, it means something to them as well. That's always something that's stuck with me, that I'm glad that I'm able to reach other people with that thing. And the most recent one I could think of was that song that I showed you that I told you was about a past relationship and stuff I was in. When said person finally heard it, it actually made them cry. So that was actually I hate that I made them cry.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's still that just shows the power of what your
That
message
shows
was.
your passion. It shows you're passionate about that, and it
That's
comes
the
through.
passion.
biggest ones I can think
Comes
of.
through in your work.
I try,
Yeah.
I mean, I try to give it. all
I was
I
gonna
got.
say too, along that line, I've had a lot of compliments about my work, my job, what I do. and-
Yeah, work ethic.
Yeah, well, and just
Then
people
from-
are happy for the help and stuff, and you just never know what somebody's been through,
Very true. Very true.
and what like even just a simple act of kindness can do.
Yeah.
Holding the
very
door for
true.
somebody. You just never know.
Yeah. That's the message of the be kind. Before we wrap this episode, I'm going to end it with the same way as I did last week's. Movie recommendations, TV show recommendations, music, all that. All that good
I'm
stuff.
going to butcher how to say it. Let's see if I can find it. Kaonashi? It's a band. I'll have to look up how to pronounce it, but I just found them, and I'm sure they've been out for a while. But I don't know when their latest thing came out.
I will check them out, for sure.
It's Kaonashi? Kaonashi?
What kind of style?
Metalcore.
Okay.
I will check them out.
Metal
for
whore?
sure.
Metalcore.
Yeah,
okay.
Metal Bore.
Gotcha.
They dropped an album this year, actually.
Did they pick it up? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, they probably did. But yeah, I was highly surprised. Some of their earlier stuff, the vocalist, the unclean vocals, is a little odd. You can take some used to, but he gets better. So like their newer stuff is really good. And I don't know how you guys are if you like Slipknot or anything. I know Slipknot's not my favorite band.
I listened to a couple of those.
But
yeah.
I'm sure you've already heard Corey Taylor's son started a band. I think it's called Vended.
He sounds just like his dad.
It's like copy and
Corey
fucking
Taylor.
paste.
I mean,
And I
It'd be
think
funny if it said, called it Slipknot Jr. or something.
they have. I think the only song I've heard, and maybe the only one they have out, is called Asylum. But yeah, no, it was really good. I was impressed with it. And it's not just because Corey Taylor's son's in it, but I mean the instrumental is just.
I'll have to.
It's really good.
for sure.
I was highly impressed with that, and I didn't expect to be because I'm not a huge Slipknot fan.
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of. I like metal, but I don't really like the screamo parts.
Yeah, you're more of just like rock.
Five Finger Death Punch I can deal with, and
So
I
like
actually
dicks
am
in
a
your
big
mouth?
fan. Huh? Really?
Any you
So
got
you
any?
like to
I can't
touch
really
boys?
comment on that anymore. After you said that, because I'm disgusted.
Do you have any movie, TV show recommendation?
Well, real quick, I was gonna say, I've been listening to Kiss a lot here lately.
Oh,
So if
nice.
anybody's never heard
Nice.
Kiss,
Iron Maiden dropped a new album.
I have not. Now, Iron Maiden was never my forte.
like
I
some Iron
like some
Maiden.
of their stuff. Stranger in a Strange Land. It's a good song.
But yeah, they dropped another album. I've only heard a couple songs, but it wasn't too bad.
I've never been a Metallica guy. That's I
Nah.
know. I appreciate what they've done for the genre of music, but I'm just that they've never been my.
Yeah, they weren't really my cup of tea
thing.
either.
So you don't like Five Finger Death Punch?
No, they're
No,
not my.
not at all.
They're not my. The vocal stuff's not my forte.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I actually like quite a few of their songs. It's good.
No, that's okay. It's
It's all
taste.
preference. I mean,
Right,
like, dude,
right.
I was talking about Sam Shackleton, the one that sent me that EP. You guys ever heard Sam Shackleton and be like, what the fuck is this? It's like,
Yeah.
he's Scottish doing, like, folk, like, I don't know. It's, so, like, I mean, I like stuff like that.
got
Benjamin
him.
Todd is a fantastic, like,
Yeah, you sent me some.
I'll
of
put
his-
just about
his
anything
stuff.
upbeat, like on my workout playlist.
yeah.
But
So, like, I'll listen to pretty much anything. It's just, well, no, there's a lot of shit I won't listen to, but
yeah.
like, my variety is huge.
I was gonna say I think I was born in the wrong era.
I feel
Or-
that
or
way
like
a
I'm-
lot.
This is another thing, the way late bloomer thing.
I wish I was.
Every time I
lived through the
start
80s.
liking somebody, like they already been liked. Like
Oh, you're always late to the
yeah,
game.
Too late to the
Right,
party.
right.
Yeah, that's how I am with everything. I'm always late to the game.
Yeah,
Yeah. I guess I could bring this up. I was talking about diversity in music. Like my guilty pleasure, you know who it is. And
Yeah.
Backstreet Boys.
no,
My mom even mentioned that the other day. She's like, I cannot believe he started playing that in the car at that time we were at the
I
beach.
fucking love the Osmonds. Do you know who the Osmonds are?
No.
Do you know the song
related
"Puppy
to
Love"
Ozzy?
that little boy sings? Donny Osmond sings it.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, so his family is a Mormon family that had a band, kind of like the Jackson 5, but a bunch of white dudes with big smiles
Who can
and
have multiple
bowl
wives?
cuts. I don't know,
Oh.
but yeah, I love the Osmonds. I've got a bunch of their songs on my phone.
Yeah, my thing has always been the Bee Gees. That's my
Yeah, I mean, I
fucking
like
love the Bee Gees.
about anything old school, anything.
You like anything old, wrinkly?
Gilf.
I like.
Get you some Gilf.
I like more probably classic rock than anything and stuff like that. But I listen to all kinds.
I pegged
of
you
stuff.
for more like a Paramore, Evanescence.
Like a hair.
I can listen to them. I bring up Backstreet Boys. I still listen to them. I think they're. I think they're catchy.
Oh, in the battle between Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, it was always Backstreet Boys.
Yeah,
NSYNC
had a couple that I liked.
No, get out of here with that shit.
Hey, what happened to Everybody's Got Preference? Fuck. I'm just kidding.
I'm throwing out the window.
What about movies? Have you guys seen any movies recommendations this week or past couple weeks since we've done this?
I tried watching that new one with Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
Oh, Cry Macho?
Yeah,
I watched it. I finished it.
It seemed to me that I haven't seen it, but it didn't feel like it was going to be like too actiony. Like it was more.
Now it's more of him
like a slow burn.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed it. It wasn't bad. It wasn't his best, but
I was doing other shit at the same time, so I didn't actually pay a lot of attention to it. I've been going back and watching some anime again. I go through a phase where I'll do that. I started Hunter x Hunter. It's all right.
My brother-in-law's been trying to get me to watch that for a long time.
Hunter x Hunter.
I need to, I guess.
Yeah, it's pretty good, but Demon Slayer. There's only one season out right now in a movie, but it is so good.
I think they're doing a second movie.
Probably.
I think they're doing a second movie.
I watched Major Payne recently.
It's a good one. It's been a while
I'd seen it before.
I'd seen it before,
but it was so funny. And I watched it in the middle while I had COVID, and it was a little bit of relief from what I was going through. It was a nice change.
You always gotta find something to make you laugh.
It's getting close to Halloween, so I'm gonna throw out Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Very good.
That is an old cult classic. Like if you haven't watched it, you need to watch it.
I'm saving all my horror talk for the.
Okay, yeah, I can do it. I'm sorry.
No, you good? No, that's fine. I'm just saying that's what I'm not. That's why I'm not throwing.
What is? Do you have a favorite movie? You guys got a favorite movie? I don't know how much if we got a
favorite of all time movie.
Yeah, you know mine. I'm wearing it on my shirt.
I've got too many favorites of all time.
Yeah, can you break it down into like favorite live action, favorite animated?
That's hard to answer.
That's something I'd really have to think on.
That's super simple for me.
Because I've got so many. Like that was Blade Runner's up there. The 2049 is up there. Quiet Place. Southpaw. Man, that's what I'm saying, man. I can't.
You can literally look around your room.
Yeah.
No, I mean not everything that's up there is my favorite. Like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. There's a lot. That's why I don't think physically like that whole trapped on an island question. You could bring one movie. I don't think I could do it.
I hate that anyway. It's like how you gonna watch it?
But you, Spencer, any TV shows lately you've binged or anything?
No, not really. Like I haven't. I watch American Horror Story.
I need to get back.
I haven't
into that.
Started.
I think I got all the way to the hotel season.
I just finished that one. That was the last one I finished.
I want to do the next, like the Roanoke and all that. 'Cause people said that one was actually really good.
No, that's the last one I finished.
Roanoke.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really have a favorite movie, or at least not right off the top of my head. There's just to me, it's easier to come up with a favorite show than like a favorite movie because there's so many good movies.
There's that one show, Squid Game, on Netflix. I wanted to check it out.
I heard that was
actually got really good reviews.
I heard that was really good, so that's on my list of things I need to watch.
Jake Gyllenhaal has a new movie on Netflix today that I cannot wait for. It dropped today, called The Guilty. Anything with him in it, I'm gonna watch.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Did y'all ever see that movie, the Platform?
No, but I've still been meaning to watch it from what you told me. I'm gonna make it a goal for me to watch it since it's October. I'm gonna make it a goal for me to watch it.
That had an awesome lesson in it too. So yeah, that's actually. I guess that's the one I'll go with for right now. That was a great movie that I didn't expect to be.
I want to watch.
Really,
I'll add that one for
it's
sure.
Really gross.
I want to watch that Free Guy or whatever it is.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, it was pretty good. There's a great cameo in it that made the whole movie.
Is it Captain America?
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt so.
Because the whole like audience I was in fucking cheered and shit, and that's what made it fun.
You.
That's what made it good.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
I hadn't either.
How'd you know?
It's all over the. Oh, plus it's out on VOD now, so you can watch it for $20.
Well,
All right, guys. Any
I apologize.
departing words before we close out this episode?
Go the fuck away.
Yeah, I mean, no, thanks for having me on. Really enjoyed it.
Well, you're part of this, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll be.
We just did that first one. You were sick.
Yeah, that's why we
plan
on
feel-
a test run episode.
we plan on this being.
For some reason,
You're
what I thought
the
to
official
say.
lineup, my man.
Oh,
So
perfect.
You're,
Okay,
you
so
know,
yeah,
you're here all the
still,
time.
thanks for having me on.
Yeah, of course.
I'll
Thanks
be
for
on
being
next
here.
time.
Yeah, of course.
I'm excited for what we got coming out.
Also, real quick, I want to thank everybody who listened to the long ass first episode.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say I couldn't even get through that shit.
But a lot of people did. I had somebody reach out to me and say that they listened to it on their road trip back from Florida. So
That's awesome.
we entertained them through their trip
pretty
back
cool.
from
That is
Florida.
awesome.
That is pretty cool.
So yeah, and your wife texted me and told me she listened to it. And
Yeah, she
played-
said we sound great.
She played the mom, you know.
yeah,
and said
but
some
she
things, but
told
yeah.
me, you know, watch what you say.
Hopefully, it was still entertaining. You know, even with me.
Oh, after Spencer joins, the views
the
go down.
analytics.
All 18 viewers unsubscribe.
But yeah, you guys, like, I've been
That'd
really
be
good
crazy.
feedback. Whatever platform you listen on, I keep saying it because it really does help us. Just leave a review or rating or whatever, because it helps us get on like the recommended stuff and all that.
Yeah,
So,
and whatever
please.
platform you listen on, just be sure you don't fall off. You know, be careful.
Jesus Christ.
With that being said, this has been episode 1. So thanks everybody, and got some more content coming your way very, very soon.
Bye.
See ya.